Okay, y'all. I'm just gonna start off by saying maybe my ass is getting old, and maybe that's what's going on. Because I remember always being like so geeked up for the BET Awards, and I never got that momentum going. Like it never got going. I never got, to the point where I was like, well, I'm gonna be. Mm-mm. I literally DVR'd and then watched it back. But whatever. So let's go on and get into this here. And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. Come on up on my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Okay. All right. So, like I was saying, I never actually got all completely excited the way that I used to for the BET Awards, and I've been noticing that for the last couple of years. And the things that I'm finding myself going up for is all the throwback stuff. So maybe a bitch is just getting old. Maybe that's what it is. I ain't gonna buy into that for real. But for all intents and purposes, maybe I'm just getting old. So the whole thing is, I'm just going to point out some things about the awards that I actually like. So I don't even know whether we should really call this actually a review because I'm not going to go blow by blow through that whole 2 week long shit. It's just the things that stuck out for me. So I'm going to tell you right away, I was only here for what they were going to do to tribute Prince. That was my whole main purpose for watching. Other than that, I wouldn't even care if I didn't even watch the show. So I'm just being honest. Now, what I did like is that they didn't just try to do some 15-minute Prince tribute and jam it all in because it's pretty impossible because his catalog of work is just too much. He's done too much music, movies. He's done too much fashion wise. He's done too much to try to cram it into 15 minutes of anything. So, whoever came up with the idea that they were going to stretch it out throughout the whole show, kudos to you because that was fucking brilliant. So that's what they did. It was all throughout the night. Now I'm going to say this from the beginning. Fantasia, why in the fuck wasn't she performing something? Miguel, why not? Where the fuck is Miguel? You all are playing games. Miguel and Fantasia should have actually been on there. Everybody knows that Fanny performs Prince while she's on tour. And she don't just perform Prince. She fucking performs Prince just like she does everything else. Because Fantasia is the tribute bitch. She is the bitch to get for a tribute. Period. Miguel is the closest thing to Prince we have, look-wise, that is male. Okay? So, and then just his whole style and everything, and he's like, he looks up to him so much. And I just don't understand where Miguel was, but I'm going to get to that in a minute. We're going to talk more about that little cute little motherfucker in a minute. We're going to talk about that. Okay, so the first person that they actually put out there to do their little piece of their tribute was the Roots, who are always fabulous at everything they do, and Erykah Badu. Now, y'all know that I am an Erykah Badu. Goddamn, I love Erykah. Love the lady with the unk baby. Love Erykah Badu. But Erykah, I'm out to get your ass. Because I don't know what the fuck it is that you did. Bitch, I don't know what you sang. I don't know what it was about. Girl, what Prince song was that? Or was that your song? Or what? Girl, I don't know what you did. And I've always lived for how Jill and Erykah will switch some shit up. They could take their own song and change it in a way you won't even know it's them. And that's talent. That's fierce. But we tributing. And I don't need you to switch this shit up to where I don't understand it and I don't know what. And it was just, something just was off. I mean, she looked good. She looked good, had these badass fucking gloves on, but I didn't understand. The look gave me a Prince tribute because it was like really way out there. You know, and it was like, yeah, bitch. But then I don't know what the fuck you said. I don't know what it was supposed to been. I don't know what it was. I don't know what the inspiration was. You fucked that up, Erykah. And I still love you, but you fucked that up. That wasn't good. I ain't like that shit. But right after Erykah got done fucking up, what happened to be my favorite thing of the whole complete night was Bilal. Now, I've been following Bilal for quite a while. For some of y'all that are younger, y'all may not know Bilal. I'm going to tell you to type him in on YouTube. Type him in on YouTube. Bilal is a bad motherfucker, okay? He's a little tiny little thing. Bad as shit. And he took his little ass out there and he sang The Beautiful Ones. And I got my entire life. Do you understand me? Because that was when they said Bilal and I seen his little ass coming creeping down. I see the top of his head. I said, oh shit. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, before the music start, I'm thinking in my head, baby. I said, he better do it. And that motherfucker started singing The Beautiful Ones. I got my complete life. That literally made the show for me. All 3-4 hours, whatever it was I had to sit through, Bilal was worth every motherfucking piece of it. He turned the BET Awards as far as I'm concerned. Rolled on the floor with the do you want him? Because I want you, and screaming and yelling and that's Bilal. Bilal never let you down. Never. Live, recorded. He is definitely one of the people that I feel keeps slipping through the cracks and not getting what it is that he should get. Y'all better pay attention. That's a bad, little, short, compact little motherfucker, that goddamn Bilal. I'm telling you, he's bad. But whatever. So that was my favorite thing of the whole complete night. You know I want y'all to keep on watching, but that's all right. If you don't watch no more of this review, you'll know that James's favorite thing, Spill It Boys, favorite thing was Bilal doing The Beautiful Ones. Yes, God. Okay, so, all right. The second person that they brought out, it was Tori Kelly, which is a singing ass. She's a pretty girl too. She sings her goddamn ass off. She really does. She came out with Stevie Wonder. Y'all know, child. If you don't love Stevie Wonder, something wrong with you. But they came out and it was just, you know, and that's just what it gave. And then we had Jennifer Hudson. I love what she had on. Wish it would have been a little bit longer. But I love what she had on with the hood and all that. It was very Prince, and it was very, you know, mysterious, and it gave me, you know, New Power Generation and all that. It gave me what I needed. It gave me the revolution and all. It gave me that Prince feel. So I love what she had on. She was dusted. She looked really good. That singing, I just couldn't. I don't know, Jen. I love you, baby, but girl, you literally were at one point, but you were just screaming at the top of her lungs. And I'm not going to say that she didn't send a feeling through the atmosphere, because she did. The ending was everything. The ending, when she got through screaming, and Stevie, I watched Stevie working her into the echo. The echo outro was everything. But up to that point, And I will say, on record here, I wish they had actually replaced Jennifer Hudson with Fantasia to do Purple Rain. That's my own personal thing. And I love both of them, but I would have preferred Fanny be sitting in that spot. I just would have. The next person that came out to do their thing, and remember, this was not all lined up like that. It was like all throughout the show. was Maxwell. I love Maxwell. Maxwell, child, sexy, sexy, sexy. Love Maxwell. Always did. Like him better with his hair, but whatever. But he came out and he sang his own little thing, and then he went into Nothing Compares to You. And all I'm going to say about the whole thing was, nope. Moving on. Next, visually, was perfection. Next, they had Janelle Monae. Her sets, her backup people, all of their styling and their costuming, the song choices, the way they were lined up, everything that Janelle Monae did was visually perfect. It was, I mean, it was literally, it was perfection. It was perfection. It was everything that you could have possibly even asked for in a tribute to Prince. It was perfection. Everything but her voice. Her voice just did, and it wasn't that her voice was bad, it was Janelle Monae, but her voice didn't fit. It literally did not fit. And here we go on record again. I would have taken Miguel and stuck Miguel in all the everything that she had. I just stuck Miguel in the clothes and all. Clothes and all. Just get rid of the shirts and just let him go shirtless. But the cape and the coats and the everything except for her blouse. We could even stuck him in the pumps. I would have just stuck Miguel right in there and took Janelle out. And I love Janelle. I think she's flawless. She is, and I know she had to have a whole bunch to do with that because that's her. She is a person that always pays attention to the small details. So that whole setup screamed Janelle Monae. It just screamed her. It was literally, it was visual perfection. The only thing I would have done was taken her out of it and put Miguel into it. Sorry, but I would have. Next was Sheila E. The fuck you want me to say? If nothing else wasn't right, we know this is gonna be right. Cause this is what she did. That bitch played the motherfucking drums. And she carried on. And at first I was with her and I was like, Sheila, bitch, you getting old, bitch. Cause the energy level wasn't up. But then I know this so too well because I do drag. Sheila said, fuck this cute shit. She took her shoes off and shit went left real fast. That bitch took them shoes off and they got the motherfucking partying out that motherfucker. And I'm telling you, if you've ever been to a Prince concert, that was as close to the feeling of an actual Prince concert as you're ever going to get again. Trust me when I tell you. She took them shoes off and shit got moving. That bitch got to sliding on the stage and she did what she could with it. You understand me? She had Jerome from the time out there with her and they did the little, the little what time. They did all that. They did all that in the second half. It had to build up and we got through it. But I was still with Sheila because when Sheila broke out my favorite song by Prince, my favorite song, Erotic City, Yes God, and that bitch came right on out with it. Fuck So Pretty, You and Me, Erotic City. What? If we cannot make babies, maybe we can make some time. Fuck So Pretty, You and Me, what? Was my favorite song by Prince. They couldn't play it on that. You never could get it on the radio or anything like that because of the time it came out. That shit wasn't do that shit. No shit like that. It was questionable. We playing it in your home. Shit, my grandma said, "What the fuck they say?" Girl, gone. They ain't said nothing, child. Gone. That's my favorite Prince song. She hit that shit. She swung her ass around there and gave me some of her shit that he did. She did Love Bizarre. What? And then come on back through with Glamorous Life. I said, come on, Sheila. You better quit your playing. As close to a Prince concert as we're ever going to get again. Miss Sheila E, yeah, she looked good. But like I said, start off a little slow. She came out them pumps. Them pumps, for whatever reason, those pumps were a little cumbersome. And she came up out of them and shit got going. Shit got going. It just is what it is. Is what it is. And then at the end, it was a whole emotional thing. Like the emotions were just so high on the stage, and then they panned in, and you're looking at all the people, you're seeing all of the proteges. It's the actual proteges, the ones that were available, I guess, were actually out there on that stage. And when you panned in and you look real good, that motherfucking Monae was standing right there behind Sheila E. Monae. Yes, God. Got my life. Got my life. It was cool. And I really enjoyed it. But of all the tributes, Bilal. Yes, God. Bilal. Even over Sheila E. Bilal. And one other person that I was very unhappy with that was not there, who could have actually taken Maxwell's place, was D'Angelo. I just didn't get it. D'Angelo. Like, are you kidding? D'Angelo's song Devil's Pie, if you ever seen him do it live, child, it screams Prince live all over it. Whatever. Anyway, I wasn't running anything. I was actually at bingo, so y'all got what y'all got, but it was cool. It was cool. So let me just talk about the thing that was the second thing that I liked was Jesse Williams. Jesse Williams' speech. And I ain't gonna get all into it, get all deep, because he went there with the black line. Y'all know I don't do all that politics. But he said a lot of things that everyone needed to hear. And they needed to hear it at that moment. And it was just one of those times where everything, when the planets all line up, that's what happened. That's what happened. When he started talking, everything lined up. And everybody was listening. And they got what he said. So that was that. That was like my favorite, the second favorite thing of the night. Now I cannot discount the fact that I didn't believe when I heard that Lady B was going to be opening the show. I said, yeah, okay, right. Again, I went to bingo because I was like, I ain't got to be home for that. Because I thought it was going to be via satellite. I was like, she's somewhere else. She's not, going to be there. She had her motherfucking ass there with her beautiful self, standing in that motherfucking water, giving that freedom, turn me loose, honey, kicking that motherfucking water. And then took Kendrick, came up there, and they was doing that shit. They did that shit. And then, I don't know why, but I just got all excited at the fact that he got in the water with her. He got his ass in the water with her, and they was kicking that motherfucking water around, and he was just as drenched when they got done. And I said, write that on your motherfucking resume, because how many niggas do you know can say, Beyonce wet my motherfucking ass up in the pool at the BET Awards? I had the BET experience. It was very powerful performance, which it is. Even when she's done it, I didn't go to the concert, but whenever I've seen footage of the concert, when you can sit on YouTube or in front of a computer or on your phone and you feel the vibe come from there, you can feel it in the atmosphere. I could just only imagine what it was like actually being there live. But last night, yeah, they did a wonderful job. They really did. I mean, you could feel it radiating from the television. Some things was moving around in that room. So, yeah, that worked. Okay, so I got one other thing about, and y'all may get a little mad at me with this, and that's okay. It's all right. Don't make no difference. But I ain't worried about the Beehive, child. When I say this, Beyonce left because she had to go back to London. So she literally left right out of she finished her performance. So she jumped on a plane. She's on her way back to London, and she ended up winning 2 awards. And Tina accepted for her. Now, Miss Tina, girl, next time you get the chance to accept an award for your daughter, I'm gonna need you to just get up and say thank you. Thank you so much. Take the award and exit the stage. I don't need you to talk. I just don't. I don't need. I just don't. I was like, this is. It was so awkward, and I didn't want her to say the wrong thing because I didn't want it to come across wrong. And she did it the first time, and I was like, okay, all right, Tina, just thank you and leave. You know, nobody cares. Nobody wants to hear a speech from you, Tina. And then, sure enough, she came back and she accepted the second award, and she started talking again. And I'm like, Tina, no, Tina. She started talking, and immediately when she said, and it was a nice piece of advice, but it's nothing that we never heard before. So you didn't drop a nugget, Tina. We've already heard that 9 million times. It's best to give the legends their flowers while they're still here. We get it. We get it. But it did sound like you was campaigning for Beyonce to get a Legends Award. So that's why I was just like, you know that people misconstrue everything that y'all say. Any move they make, people misconstrue. And I just wanted Tina to just shut her mouth and just say thank you. Thank you to the fans for loving my daughter and move on. I didn't want you to talk because it just went right down that road. I was like, damn. So just for future, Tina, thank you for loving my daughter and move on. That's it. That's it. When you get your awards, then you get to talk. Anyway, moving on. Okay. And last thing, Usher. I've been a big fan of yours from way, way back from the beginning. From the beginning. I'm going to need you to take your old ass and move along. This shit you singing, it's good that you can still do the moves and you can do all that. Just because you can doesn't mean that you should. Okay? The song is wrong. The performance is wrong. It's over. It's time to move on. That is a Chris Brown, Trey Songz, August Alsina, and countless others will take that spot. Shit, Justin Bieber. But your old ass, no sir. No sir. I don't want you out there fucking with that no more in them streets. Ain't nobody got time for that. And on that, that's it. That's what I have for the BET Experience 2016. I skipped out a whole bunch of stuff, all that new music and them rappers and all that business. I cannot do the futures and the pasts and all that. They don't do a thing for me. I'm sorry, y'all, but they just don't. So I ain't gonna say nothing bad about them, but I don't really give a fuck about what they doing. That shit, I don't understand the shit they saying half the time, and I don't. Anyway, all right, y'all. Thumbs up, thumbs down. You know how all that works, and I will see you guys later. Bye, guys.